What if one fire didn't just threaten a life, but exposed the emotional backbone of Chicago Fire itself? Season 14 doesn't just return with flames, it returns with fear. Fear that Firehouse 51 may lose one of its quiet pillars. Fear that Severide's worst nightmare is finally coming true. And fear that this arson case is far from over. Because Chicago Fire just put Captain Tom Van Meter in mortal danger, and fans were left asking one terrifying question. Does he survive? Let's break down what really happened, what NBC has now confirmed, and why Van Meter's fate could change the future of Firehouse 51 forever. When Chicago Fire kicked off 2026 with its mid-season premiere, it didn't ease viewers back in. It threw them straight into chaos. Season 14, Episode 8 picked up immediately after the brutal cliffhanger, with Kelly Severide, Captain Tom Van Meter, and a local school principal trapped inside a deliberately set apartment fire. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't negligence. This was arson fueled by hatred, and someone wanted to make a statement. Severide's experience and instincts saved lives that night. His quick thinking allowed everyone to escape the burning apartment, but survival came at a cost. Van Meter absorbed the worst of it. Heavy smoke inhalation, severe burns across his back. And by the time he was rushed to Gaffney Medical Center, the damage was already frighteningly extensive. That's where Chicago Fire made a powerful One Chicago crossover move, bringing in Dr. Dean Archer from Chicago Med. Archer doesn't sugarcoat reality, and what he revealed was grim. Van Meter was suffering from acute respiratory distress, significant lung damage, and required a ventilator to keep him breathing. The decision was made to place him in a medically induced coma, not for comfort, but for survival. And that's where Episode 8 ended. No answers, no justice, no closure. Just Van Meter unconscious, and Severide visibly breaking under the weight of guilt. So the big question became unavoidable. Does Van Meter die in Chicago Fire? NBC has now given fans clarity and cautious hope. According to the official synopsis for Season 14, Episode 9, Van Meter is still alive, though his condition remains critical. The network confirmed that a member of the Firehouse 51 family remains in peril, directly referring to Van Meter's ongoing fight for survival. This confirmation all but ensures that Van Meter will appear in the next episode, which is set to air Wednesday, January 14th at 9 p.m. ET on NBC. For longtime fans, this matters deeply. Tom Van Meter isn't just another recurring character. Played by Tom Hopper, he's been part of Firehouse 51 since Season 6. He's an arson investigator, yes. But more importantly, he's been a moral anchor, a steady presence. And for Kelly Severide, he's been something far more personal, a father figure. That relationship explains everything about Severide's behavior this season. Severide isn't just trying to solve a case. He's trying to save the man who helped shape him. That emotional connection is exactly why Severide's actions have become reckless. His obsession with finding the arsonist crossed professional boundaries, leading to him being benched from the investigation altogether. It's a painful irony. The firefighter most qualified to catch the culprit is sidelined because he cares too much. But help is coming. Season 14, Episode 9's synopsis confirms that Joe Cruz will step in to assist Severide. Cruz was notably absent during the previous episode due to his wedding anniversary, and his return could shift everything. Unlike Severide, Cruz brings balance. He understands the emotional stakes, but he also knows how to operate within the system. Together, they may be Firehouse 51's best chance at justice. Still, the danger isn't over. The arsonist remains unidentified. The motive hasn't been fully uncovered, and Van Meter's condition could turn at any moment. His survival is confirmed,